Alright, it's time to jail the 160 Quad Atlas. I'm going to use the same loadout that I used before. Ice King in the lead, Happy Holidays team perk, Mega Base Kyle, Power Base Nox, and then Bomb Squad Kyle and Controller Harper. And I'm going to definitely use Slowfield and Banner. Let's see, I am going to need max mats. And you know what I'm actually going to do? I am going to supercharge this bad boy. Because I have had 5 hero superchargers sitting around for the longest time, and since I use Ice King so much, might as well. Alright, sweet. Let's do this. Alright, I'll fast forward the blue glow collecting and Atlas. Alright, so I muted my mic during this run so I could focus on the mission, because I literally only had enough metal for one attempt. And luckily we got a pretty good spawn. Like, those 2 atlases I know can be covered by the same base. And then there's a third one pretty close by down there, which is protected because it's in a little crevice. And then this 4th atlas up here is on the ridge. And I know this one is going to have to be the one that I run and repair. Since it won't be covered by my base. But it's still pretty close by. Like, I could just, ramp up to it or put some jump pads and get to this pretty quickly. So, yeah, we got a really good spawn on this. Alright, so I'm just boxing up the atlases with the pyramid build like before. I mean, it's just the standard pyramid build. And we got lucky on this one too, because the Atlas is protected by the natural terrain, except for these 3 tiles on top of it. And then I can put heels attached traps on the 2 edge ones, and my floor launcher on the center one. Alright, so I'm just looking at the minimap, trying to figure out where most of the spawns are going to come from, and it looks like most are going to come from the west. So I put the jail cell on the opposite side of that, so it doesn't block them from getting to the floor launcher. Alright, so I'm just putting my base here to cover both of these atlases. I just noticed that there was a blue glow near me, so I'm just gonna grab it real quick. So just remember when you're jailing atlases that you make sure to put the jail cell on the opposite side of the husks so that it doesn't block them from getting to your floor launcher on the top. Because if it's in their way, then they might start hitting the walls and the floor of the jail cell itself. You don't want that. You want them to have a clear path to the launcher on the top. Alright, so for these two atlases, I notice I can join the two jail cells together here, and it won't be in the way of the husk's path. And that'll make it easier for me to monitor these two atlases. Alright, this little platform in the middle, edited to a quarter tile, it's a little trick that someone showed me, and it helps split the husks up that get launched into your jail. So some of them will get caught into that little quarter tile, and they'll be hitting the upper walls, and it helps just split the damage up in your jail cell, so not all of them are in the lower level. Alright, so here's where I realize that the 3 atlases down here might be close enough to be covered by my single base. So I'll move my base here and then check to see if anything got uncovered. So yeah, there's those 3 tiles on that atlas got uncovered. So I'm gonna try to put my base here and see what, if it's any better. Then I'll have to link over to that atlas for that tile. Alright, so now only that one corner piece is not covered. So that one corner piece is not covered on that atlas. And on this atlas, there's that one floor piece. That one metal floor piece right there. That's not covered. So it's a toss-up. Like, if I put the atlas here, then these 3 pieces are not covered. But it does cover that floor piece on this atlas. So I decided to keep it like this because more spawns are going to be coming from that other side. So I should protect that floor piece over there more so than this atlas here. Alright, so my anti-airs have the heals attached perk, so I'm going to use those on the floors of my jail cells to heal the floor, and also if there's a lobber that gets tossed into the jail cell, it'll take care of the bombs that they throw, and also the if there's a propane husk just nearby and tosses it up near the jail cell, it'll shoot it out of the air also. Alright, this is just my standard floor launcher. It's double reload, double impact, double dura. We're going to use these on the tops of the atlases to launch them into the jail cells. Alright, and then we're just going to use our standard jailing sound wall with the 1 green reload perk and the heals attached inside the jail cells. Alright, so I want to be sure to put heal pads on those 2 ramps that are not covered by my base, because my heal pads have heals attached on them. And then I'll just spread out a few more heal pads, and then definitely on these 2 edge pieces, because they'll attack those to try to get down to the atlas too. Alright, so since this jail cell is not covered by my base, I'm going to put heals attached wall spikes on the walls that don't have the sound wall, and then a increased building health wall spike on the back of the wall with the sound wall, because you can't stack 2 heals attached perks on the same wall. Alright, I'm just making sure to cover these ramps with heal pads because there's no base here to protect them. And I'm crafting some anti-airs just in case I get a bunch of flingers that spawn, because I don't want to have to do this in the middle of the fight. Alright, so I think everything's ready now, and I'm just gonna go and find the last blue glow that I need. Alright, I'm just doing a quick run through of the base to make sure everything's good before we start, because I got one shot at this. Alright, so it turns out it was a really good thing I kept this tile covered by the base.